you guys think that it's okay to question an authority? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to outright disrespect them or anything like that. I'm talking about airing your opinions and asking logical questions. Do you think that that's okay? Now, if you agree, just comment a quick yes in the comments down below. And if not, just type no. The reason why I'm asking is because if you guys remember, many doctors and medical practitioners were deplatformed as they went against what the CDC, the WHO, and I guess what many leaders in different countries wanted for the people. And this was because they felt that they were being lied to. They went against the grain. And where did that land them? They were silenced, they were blocked, and they were canceled for questioning authority. The health crisis that we went through may only be the beginning, and that is the most frightening part of all of this. Are we in for a world where these people control where we can go, who we can see, what country we can visit, what we can eat and drink? Now, since we're already talking about a very scary future, think about one where bail is no longer necessary, where people can commit crimes and they wouldn't have to spend a cent to get out of jail. Does that sound crazy? Well, it's already happening. More on that one later. Now, besides that, were you aware that some cities are now making zones that are off limits for delivery vehicles? Officials in one city said that we're going to be discussing that later. They said that they're creating a zero emission delivery zone. How's that sound to you guys? Now just imagine this conversation. Hey, yeah, I got your item, but they're not letting my van through. Can you just walk 5 blocks to me? Come pick it up. Does this sound like a part of the future that you want to be a part of? Let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's get right into the updates. Also, if you own a home, make sure your home is protected. Never be caught off guard by another very expensive home repair again. Get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description down below, just below the link on how to make money with gold.
Starting at midnight tonight, the Sheriff's Department will no longer detain people for crimes such as theft, shoplifting, drug use, vandalism, battery, and a whole host of other non-serious, non-violent crimes that affect the quality of life of people here in Los Angeles County. And
so that was Deputy District Attorney John McKinney discussing the newest changes to Los Angeles County, changes that may alter how they live forever. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys remember the old cop movies where the bad guy posts bail, right? It's like nothing happened. Can you believe that that's going to happen in real life now? The purpose of implementing bail on crimes is that you want the person to understand that there were consequences for their actions. You want to commit a crime? Okay, but now you have to pay X amount of dollars or you're staying in jail. So what happens when this amount is being removed? Welcome to the wild, wild west, folks. It would be like a world without any rules and no accountability. I guess we would then start to feel like we're all lawmakers since we're above the law, huh? Now, it really looks as if they want to reward bad behavior. When we were kids, were we rewarded for bad behavior? Now, everybody has a different outlook on that, but for you to learn, there had to be some form of a consequence or else you'd never learn your lesson. Why is it that we now spoil those who tend to be more irresponsible with their lives and finances? Moving on to the next topic, and the sigh of relief many of us have with the debt ceiling debacle. Now, some are worried that the president gave away way too much, some of which is the end of the student loan payment pauses, meaning that the loans now have to be paid. Now, the biggest question is, are the people who had around 3 years to prepare for this now ready to begin payments again? I got a feeling nobody was ready for payments to come back. I mean, they did have a lot of time to scrimp and save money up, right? Now, this new bill only prohibits the pause on repayments. The Biden administration's plans to forgive loans is still being weighed by the Supreme Court. Do you guys agree that the pause had to be ended? On that note, a newly created zone in Portland has officials that intend to ban delivery vehicles from their area, citing them as zero emission delivery zones. So this rule will apply to a 16-block area that includes the Portland building, the federal building, and the county courthouse. So this means that any gas or diesel-powered vehicle will receive a parking citation if they deliver or pick up anything within that zone.
It involves a PBOT pilot program that would ban gasoline-powered freight vehicles from using certain loading zones. Only electric freight vehicles would be allowed.
Fox 12's Drew Marine joins us live now to explain what this would look like and how business owners are reacting to the proposal. Drew?
PBOT says they're still working out the area this will serve, but for now, the proposal says 16 blocks downtown will be in the zero emissions delivery zone. One business owner is concerned this might cause financial impacts that could drive businesses out of the area. A new $2 million pilot project in downtown Portland has left some business owners with questions.
Is all this emission control, is it actually affecting the environment? That's a big question mark.
The Portland Bureau of Transportation says 3 loading zones at the Portland building, the new Multnomah County Courthouse, and the federal building downtown will soon be for emission-free vehicles only, as a part of the country's first regulated zero emissions delivery zone. For now, those 3 loading zones will impact 16 blocks between Southwest Jefferson and Taylor Streets and Southwest 5th Avenue to Nadeau Parkway.
Anybody here from Portland? Anybody know anybody in Portland? What do you guys think about this rule? Do you think that more places are going to be adapting this new practice? And what do you think about the rules that were implemented on us during the health crisis? Now, I know I seem to be coming out of left field here, and now I happen to find this one particular account on Twitter, but what's weird is that I saw it in the morning, and by lunchtime, I had a tough time searching for it again. Anyway, they're called the Global Health Project. It's a non-profit coalition of organizations that are made up of experts in health. They've released multiple videos of different doctors who were calling out what happens during the health crisis. Now, the main video they have is in a pinned tweet called The Oath, and it discusses the many mandates you and I had to deal with during this lockdown. The buildup of anxiety, depression, being told to stay at home, stay away from your family, stay away from your friends, isolate, and why more doctors did not speak up about what really happened, what they really thought about these limits. Well, they feared being canceled because if you guys remember, any health practitioner who went against the narrative of the people like Dr. Anthony Fauci, they were pretty much erased from social media. Their voices were silenced. They also said that it became more of a business, not the business of saving lives, but the business of making money. That the decisions that were being made at the top aren't being made by doctors. They're not even medical practitioners. Now, according to them, the ones at the top are lawyers that want to minimize accountability, together with accountants that want to avoid any audits. Now, at the end of the video, they take an oath to listen to patients, respect their wishes, make the best choices for each individual, and that they would not harm anyone. So there you go, guys. They're basically taking a huge swipe at the WHO, the CDC, the FDA, Dr. Fauci, and all the groups of people who wanted one clear narrative during the health crisis. And I guess to some extent, they want to hold them accountable so that it doesn't happen again. So what do you guys think? Is this a movement that deserves more support? Or did our officials and all their health groups do the best that they could during a very difficult time? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know who else is going through a difficult time? I guess I don't really have to answer that because we're all going through some type of a rough patch right now, especially with the cost of living being atrocious these days, right? Have you gone to Target or Walmart lately? It's like prices just keep going up every single week. I thought that things were supposed to be getting better, but instead it seems like they're getting worse. But since you got to this part in this video, I want to talk to you guys just briefly about a couple of different opportunities that you might be able to take advantage of. In fact, I know you could take advantage of it. Now, if you're looking to invest, there's a lot of great stuff out there within the real estate market, and the same could actually be said about the stock market, so long as you know what you're looking for. If you need better cash flow, you can invest in yourself. You could create side hustles, create a small home-based business, just a small business, things that have the capability of generating multiple streams of income. Now, if you want to learn more about these things, feel free to drop me a comment, or if you want to take it to the next level, you can join us over in the private community. There's a link to our Patreon down below. The road to financial freedom, it's not easy, but it's also not impossible. Now, right now, you should see 2 videos above my head here and here. Go ahead and click on those videos and check those out now. But before I go, guys, please do not forget to drop a huge like for the video, share this video with everyone you know, subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.